Yo, what's up everyone? This is Valoramous. In today's DJ tutorial, I want to discuss a set structure for organizing your 4 or 5 hour open format gigs. So in this tutorial, I'll provide you a little bit of background on my experience as an open format DJ, and I will discuss with you my method for organizing my music for a 4 or 5 hour open format DJ set. So in most cases, when you're playing an open format DJ set, you must have a wide range of music. So this tutorial will already assume that you have the latest chart bangers in Latin, top 40, hip hop, electronic dance music, etc. And you need this wide breadth of music because when you're playing to a mainstream audience, you must be able to adequately read the crowd and then deliver the type and genre of music that the crowd desires at that moment in time. But as far as the quantity and the structure for your sets, what I like to do is envision the night by thinking of the demographics at that location, and then also thinking about when is the intro or more chill part of the evening, when is the peak or hype moment of the evening, and then when is the outro or cool down section of the evening. And I do this by breaking down the 4 or 5 hour gig into hour or 90-minute intervals. So in general, when I'm playing a 4 or 5 hour open format set, the first hour and a half is usually fairly chill. So from say 10 p.m. until 11:30 p.m. Most open format sets will go either from 9 p.m. until 2 a.m. or 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. or 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. or 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. It really depends on the city, and it also depends on that establishment. But for this tutorial, we'll assume that you're playing from about 10 p.m. to 2 or 2:30 a.m. And in that time, you'll be playing for about 4, 4.5, maybe 5 hours. And in general, you are going to need at least 200 songs, maybe upwards of 300 or even 350, depending on how fast you switch out of songs. But here is my structure. So if I'm playing just a simple 4 hour set from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., that first 90 minutes will be relatively chill. And I will play on average about 20 songs in that hour. And what that entails is every song will get 2 verses and 2 hooks, and sometimes even the full length of the song. And because most songs are roughly 3 minutes long, you can assume that you're playing 20 songs per hour, and that will carry on over until about 11:30 p.m. So this will give you about 30 songs that you will play during those first 90 minutes. And then usually around 11:30 is when the crowd and the energy begins to lift and begins to pick up, and what I like to call peak hour. And peak hour usually lasts between 11:30 p.m. and about 1, maybe 1:30 a.m. So in these 90 minutes, I am switching the song every minute and a half to 2 minutes, sometimes even only a minute long. So this really depends on you as a DJ, your skill level, and then also the energy and that atmosphere. But during this peak hour, you're going to need roughly anywhere from 45 to 60 songs. And this is assuming you're playing every song for either 2 minutes or a minute and a half. So if you're playing every song for 2 minutes, that is going to be 30 songs per hour. If you're playing that for 90 minutes or 1.5 hours, that's going to be 45 songs you need. If you're playing every song and changing every minute and a half, well, you're going to need 40 songs per hour times 1.5 is 60 songs. If you're switching out every minute and it's very rapid fire, rapid pace, then you will need 60 songs per hour or 90 songs during this peak moment. And it's not uncommon to switch songs every 60 seconds or even less than that. So a little bit more is better, but you do not want to have too many songs in your crates because then you will have paralysis from analysis. And so I recommend you have roughly 1.5 to 2 times the amount of total songs you will need to complete that gig. So the peak hour again is from roughly 11:30 p.m. until 1 or 1:30 a.m. And in this time frame, you will need anywhere from 45 songs to maybe 90 songs, and maybe 120 if peak hour lasts for 2 hours. So there is a bit of a wide range in this period. And then the last part of the evening is usually the tail end of the evening. It's the cool down, it's the outro section, however you want to refer to this. This generally lasts about an hour, sometimes maybe only 30 minutes. But this is similar to the intro section where you will take the energy down just a bit, but keep some tracks in reserve in case there's a second wave that enters that establishment. But in this time period, we'll just say this is from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. or maybe 1 a.m. to 2:30 or 1:30 to 2:30, 1:30 to 3 a.m., etc. But it's the same deal. You will probably be playing 30 songs per hour or maybe 20 songs per hour. And I like to times that number by 1.5 or 2, which gives me 40 songs or 60 songs. And when you add all this up, between the opening part of the evening, the peak hour, and then the cool down, you're looking at roughly 200 songs if you factor in that times 1.5 or 2 factor, maybe even upwards of 300. You don't really want to go below 150 that you need in your crates to complete that gig that night. So I definitely recommend you have at least 200 songs, preferably 300 or maybe even 350 or 400, and that will give you plenty of ammunition to complete that gig. So there you have it. That's my tutorial on organizing your sets as an open format DJ. If you think I'm forgetting something, or if you think there's a point that you think is worthwhile mentioning on this topic, then please leave in the comments below. If you like this content, like to see more, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.